What does your income say about you? In finance, there's a name and an acronym for just about everybody. So these are the top 10 financial income acronyms. It all started with yuppies, that is young urban professional. A more modern day version of that might be Henry, high earning, not yet rich. A lot of young people earning a couple $100,000, but they don't really consider themselves wealthy yet. You could also be, if you're on the high end of the spectrum, a dink. Double income, no kids. That's a working couple that don't have any kids to spend their money on. And they could also be a dinky. That is double income, no kids yet. So it depends on your plans. If you're not a dink or a dinky, you could be a duke. That is double earners with kids. Or if you are just on your own, you can be a single earner, no kids, a sink. Moving down the income spectrum a little bit, there's something called a sitcom. That is single income, 2 kids, oppressive mortgage. I think that one's a little cute, but it does describe the way a lot of people are living. And if you've moved past working and you're lucky, you could be FIRE. That is financially independent, retired early. You could also be an ALICE. That is asset light, income constrained, but employed. That is a term used in sociology and a lot of studies that essentially talks about people living paycheck to paycheck. You could also be a ninja. That is no income, no job, no assets. The letters don't really match up, but that is a term that came to prominence in the 2008 financial crisis when they were giving out home loans to people with no income, no jobs, and no assets. People think getting wealthy is about investing and hustling, but it's about basic decisions sometimes. Who works? How many workers do you have in your family? How many kids do you have? What sort of jobs do you pursue? So choosing which one of these names describe you is going to make a lot of difference in your wealth.